This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Guerrillas Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is your Rellis, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
For Yahusha said, there shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time. No, nor ever shall be. Matthew 24:21. And the beast shall rise from the sea. The earth will marvel, the wicked will bow, but the chosen will stand. I see the image of the beast rise high. Crowns of blasphemy touch the sky. Power from the dragon deceiving men. They worship gold, they trust in sin. Oh, the mark and number on every hand. A system built to rule the land. Buying and selling, controlling chains, but Yah's word forever reigns. Yes, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. This tribulation will be great, but we shall stand in Yah's grace. Through the fire we won't break, for his name is our escape. Set apart from Babylon's ways, come out my people, obey. For the Lamb is our light and our gate. This tribulation will be great. False prophets speak smooth and lies, but their tongues are flames that die. The nations rage, the kings conspire, but Yah will strike with holy fire. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them. So look for peace among your brothers, love one another, lift each other, hold fast the truth, forsake deceit, for Yah's word makes us complete. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins. Come out of her, my people, then that ye receive not of her plagues. Oh, flee the idols, flee the faith. Yeah, Babylon burns in her shade. Yeah, judgment falls, that doesn't shake. Oh, only the righteous shall awake. For the day of Yah is near, and it is darkness and not light. This tribulation will be great, but Yah is mighty to save. Oh, when the earthquakes and kingdoms fade, his word remains, he paves the way. Lift your eyes, don't faint or sway, for redemption draws near today. Seal your heart in Yah's name. This tribulation will be great. And I saw heaven opened, and behold a white horse, and he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he doth judge and make war. He comes with clouds, with power and flame, to break the beast and judge the slain. Every knee shall bow, and every tongue confess, Yahushua reigns in righteousness. This tribulation will be great, but the righteous shall elevate. Through trial and storm we'll celebrate, for Yah, our King, will vindicate. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No fear, no shame, no gate can bind his chosen seals. His glory shines. He is life, the truth, the way. This tribulation will be great. Behold, darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But Yah shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. Isaiah 60. Stand firm in faith, for this tribulation shall be great, but so shall be my deliverance.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. Welcome back, brothers, to Rooted in Hebrew. Shalom, Brother Kenneth. Was it Sister Patia? Shalom. I'm glad you all made it in today. Brother Earl, Sister Anita, where you been hiding at, sister? Where have you been hiding? I'm glad you made it in, though, sis. Have you, brothers and sisters, been noticing this stuff that's on the media talking about a takeover? What is it? Islam, Muslim? It's really forcing themselves into. They said I have like one, two. Oh, wait, it's two videos. But then one coincide with the digital ID. And they're starting to, trying to put this stuff together, because if you brothers remember, shalom, Sister Zenobia. I'm glad you came in today, sis. What was that? When they I lost my train of thought. Ain't that about a trip? But anyway, I was looking at some videos. Now they said this already got popped off in the EU already. And this guy, what he's saying, he's very bold. And it's truthfully, it's like they bogarting. Now, when I say bogarting, it's like you come in and just taking over somebody else's stuff. It's an old slang word from back in the days. And so that's what they appear to be doing. But at the same time, I know some of you brothers and sisters may remember this. A couple of years ago, people was talking about the Albert Pike letter, and how he was a 33-degree Mason, and he was explaining world events till he got down to our time, and how he was saying in this day they're going to cause, the system is going to cause Muslims and Christians to fight. And it's kind of ironic. If you look at that letter, And then you start looking at what's going on. But at the same time, now let's not even get a misunderstanding. It still can act as a distraction, because as in his letter, this to bring in that beast system. But when you're so occupied, when they have this issue with, they said the Nigerians over there killing Christians. That's what they're saying. Now New York has a Islamic mayor. This stuff is like, wait a minute, you know, things are about to compound. But I still believe that it is an distraction. Or whatever they say is going to happen is going to happen, but it's a distraction. Because there's something else about this system, brothers, that we may not know. That we may not know. And truthfully, brothers, when it's all over said and done, although the Most High has warned us, he told us what to look for, and we got the red flag. We have the red flag right in front of us. Now, the fact that we have the red flag in front of us, now we got to start putting things into motion. I kid you not, brothers. I was looking at this young brother and his wife and his two daughters. They took it seriously. When the Most High said, get out, they got out. I was surprised. I'm going to tell you the reason why I was surprised at the sister, his wife. She's 30 years old. She went out in no man's land. That's where she went with her husband. She sold her BMW. And when I say they off the reservation, they are off the reservation. I was absolutely shocked that they took that up. And they said, hey, they didn't know nothing about it, about living off grid. They learned as they went. Water was an issue. Sewage was an issue. But they worked through it and they got themselves up and running. They know exactly, a lot of the stuff they said, you know, some of the things they paid for. But a lot of it they did themselves and they learned how to do it. Brothers, sisters, the system is setting itself up. And this brother and his wife, they're not the only ones who's doing that. I'm not going to, you know, say to you, drop everything and go live in the woods. No. But it is time to really keep this very mindful. It is. It is. You know what? Let me do it this way. Let me bring in this video. Let me do it that way. Let me close this out. What is this? I don't know what that is. Let me close it out. Share screen. Oh, that's what it is. I think this lady here, she's some type of in a ministry, Christian or whatever the situation may be. But I can't. I think she is, but I know I don't think she claims as woke.
The future is ours. Every ideal nightmare of a Muslim Europe will come true. They can be as mad as they want. I don't care. America will be a Muslim country. Russia will be a Muslim country. Islam will enter every house. We have to be a part of that change. We have to be a part of that da'wah. We have to be a part of those ghuraba who stand firm on our aqidah and our practice and our deen and never ever apologize. We're unapologetic. Never ever compromise We're uncompromising. The future is ours.
Now, I've played this guy before, and
I'm gonna go back to it, but he got me when he said that we were entering into every house. Yeah. This system is getting very bold. Shalom, Sister Kimmy. The system is very bold. It's getting very bold. But like I said, brother, you see this stuff. You see the boldness of this. Well, at least this person. But there's other videos. And this other guy, he's talking just as boldly. What spirit that? Well, we know what spirit it is. It's a wicked spirit. But at the same time, I'm looking at this letter, the Albert Pike letter. I'm going to try to pull it up. You know what, Sister Zenobia? That's the sad thing about it. They think, hey, where's We Got Next at? I know he'd be highly upset he found somebody trying to step into his place. And that's what it sounds like. I'm serious. But then this is Satan's system. So now, whatever this new system is trying to bring in, brothers and sisters, it's not being truthful. It's giving you some information. Yeah. All right. But there's something else that's sinister about this, because I'm looking at this stuff. It's a distraction, because all they're going to get is people will get alerted. And then at the same time, people going to start throwing up those deuces. Now the last time they forced some up on Negroes was religion. And both of them was guilty. Both of them was guilty. What makes you think they're about to go through that? We're about to go through that again. And especially with this awakening. We woke up and now we have this here. All of this stuff, brothers and sisters, is taking place up under the banner of this awakening. Everything is taking place up under this banner, the awakening. Who would have known? Who would have known it'd get like this? But let me keep on with the video. Let me go back.
in videos, and he's gone on, and not only does he say America's going to be a Muslim country, the whole world is, but he's moved to Texas. You know, I told you Texas is the new Mecca. And not only that, but he said that it doesn't matter if the parents don't want it. We're going to take their children. Their children will be Muslim. And he just says some of the most diabolical things, but then people will still gaslight you and tell you this isn't a real thing. This isn't happening. What do I've been telling y'all, we got to look at, and I started talking about this before I think anybody was. I started bringing this up. Now everybody seems to be talking about it. That's why you got to stick with your girl, because I'm bringing you stuff it's eventually going to come out. It's going to eventually come out. This is what we've been talking about with the New World Order and wanting to erase anything that is not in line with what they want to do. And part of the New World Order is to bring in this chaos, bring in to destroy America, to destroy American values. Okay. And I always tell you guys, you can't just look at what's happening.
Now, well, that's when, I'm on a whole different plateau. I'm not worried about the values of the United States. That's just something I'm not even worried about. And for those, you can tell, that's why I say she wasn't woke, and things of that nature. But this, well, you're right, Sister Zenobia. They're very delusional. Who I tell you, well, yeah, that's right, Brother Earl. I mean, shoot. I mean, they do not have it. But if this is the way the Most High will allow the system to collapse, so be it. If this is the way the Most High will allow the system to collapse, so be it. And it's going to get down that way. But the thing is, what I'm saying is this: along with this collapsing, we need to be always on point. All right. If they want to go down and get down the way they want to get down, and you will have the Christians fighting the Muslims, that's not my war. Now, the only concern that we may have is family members that's caught up in that nonsense. This is the reason why you brothers and sisters, like I keep on saying, you're on that front line and you're trying to wake your family up. And this just might be the thing they need to see. This chaos. Now in Nigeria, they just kidnapped some kids and some women. And they're claiming they're Muslims. They just did that. But at the same time, brothers, granted, it's not our fight. Now, they can sit up here and thinking they go bring that nonsense upon us if they want to, because when it's all over said and done, Islam used our book to formulate their religion. Already, their rest day is on Friday. Christians is on Sunday. Where are we staying at? The seventh day. Well, people call it Saturday. They knew they had, both of them used our book to formulate their own type of worship. One was on the left and one was on the right. Who did that put you in the mind of? Who was in the middle? Yahushua was in the middle. He had an evildoer on the left and he had one on the right. But neither one of them, they will collapse together. They go fight one another. It's going to happen. This is the destruction of religion, like I've been saying. Religion is going to take a hit, a major hit. It's going to take a hit. People can wear a cross all they want. They will understand. And like I said, brothers, this just might be what Brother Earl used to say and Sister Kathy. No, some of our people, they need to get they need that heavy weight on them in order for them to wake up. And this just may be it. This just might be what they need to wake up. Because now you're starting to see the way the world is going. And at the same time, how Satan is slyly slithering up the back way. The system said, oh yeah, we're going to do this here. We're going to do that there. You're going to make it easy for you to travel through the airports and things of that nature. Yeah. Trust and believe there's a dark side to it. There is a dark side to it that they are not saying. That's one thing. This is Satan's system. Anytime you're dealing with Satan's system, you got to start with the lie, you got to end it with the lie, and keep a lie in the middle, because that's what he's going to be about. He's going to be a lie. He's going to do that. And this is where discernment comes in, brothers. And let me give you a good example when I talk about this discernment. Well, it ain't no example, it's a real life thing. Some people came out and looked at my house. And so this lady, she was talking and she was saying this, and she was trying to find everything up under the sun so she can, thinking she can break down the price of the house. And she was saying this here, she was saying that there. And truthfully, in my mind, she was fishing. She was fishing. And I said, no, we ain't gonna go down that way. I'm not budging. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Because I seen what she was doing. Oh, yes, she wanted the house. Yes, she did. And she knew who a few $1,000s. Yeah, she will be getting over big time. But this is where discernment kicks in, brothers. And when you're dealing with the system, we got to be discerning as to what's going on and how you need to move. This is the thing. We're seeing what's happening. Now we need to learn. Now we need to understand, wait a minute, I need to move this way. I probably need to do this here or do that there. And probably more than likely, you got to. You see where the system is going. The system wants a collapsed system. In order for them to bring in their system, hey, what did they say? What's that saying? They said, you got to have chaos in order to get order, or bring in chaos. I mean, the Gentiles are good with that, man. That's the expertise. Now, if you want to, excuse me, you want to collapse the system, oh yeah, that's right up their alley. They're good at that. Very good. So yes, they're going to collapse the system. The powers that be, yes. And then this one sister, she made sense of what's going on in Tanzania. She said, and well, what she said, she got my attention because I thought about something. That's a very religious land, Tanzania. It's divided with Christians and Islam. Now, the lady, the president, she's Islamic. And guess who's telling her what to do? She sold from my understanding, she sold the port to some Arabs for some, so many, I think $1 billion. I'm not for sure. But they don't care. But when you're controlling the shipment and you own it, you go get that $1 billion back within a year. Brothers, I'm telling you. Sister Kimmy, you got cut off? I'm glad you're back, sis. Excuse me. But this is what we're looking at, brothers. But when it's all over said and done, the Gentiles got their hand in it. Well, you know what? When we say Gentile, that's anybody that's not of Israel. That's what we were saying. Excuse me. I can get me some tea eventually. This is a very serious position that we are in. We just can't be getting up and going to work haphazardly thinking, I'm back in a rat race. Because eventually, oh yeah, I'm going to show you something about that rat race, brothers. That rat race, it is absolutely demonic. It is absolutely demonic. You getting up and going to work, you and your wife, brothers and sisters, ooh. I'm not saying stay home and be lazy, but it's the way the system is set up, and it forces you to get out. Because you got lights, gas, water, all this stuff you got to pay for. You got a car note, rent, mortgage, whatever you want to call it, kids, clothing, shoes, food. All of this stuff here is to keep you distracted. That's what it is. All of this stuff is a distraction, brothers. Let me pose something to you, brothers. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you married, you and your wife, right? You got kids. The husband working 8 to 12 hours. The wife nearby doing the same. You was happy when you got married. But truthfully, as time goes on, your wife, she becomes a stranger. Your husband becomes a stranger. Because you find yourself working more and more and more. There's more needs. There are more wants. In the world, the world don't tell you, hey, you don't need that. The world don't say it. They say, all right, go ahead and get it. Because the world will feed it to you. You get to a point, your car may be 6 to 10 years old. Shalom, shalom, Sister Kathy. I'm glad you made it in. Your car may be 10 years old. Then you may start, reasoning, I need to get another car. You may have had some issues with the car, but nothing major. So, you go out here and get you another car. You get another note. That's slavery. You're a slave to that car because you got to pay that thing off, unless you're paying cash for it. And for the vast majority of people, ain't nobody walking in there paying no cash on no vehicle. That's how they keep the slave thing going. And so now we're moving on. The wife, she's working this many hours, the husband, both of them coming back home tired. The wife looking, I'm tired. I really don't feel like cooking today. The husband may be irritated. The devil knows exactly what he's doing. He's in there. Every day you talk about you don't want to cook. Boom, 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 boom. They're not seeing the big problem. They just get into arguments. That's what they do. They get into arguments. But the bigger problem is not them. It's not the wife. It's not the husband. It's that invisible creature. That's who it is. So now they have an argument here. They have an argument there. And they truthfully is separating themselves. They don't spend time with the kids. They spend more time at the job than they do the kids. They know their workmates more than the family that they live up under the same roof. This is what the devil has put in place to keep us divided. You may be a family, but you're still divided. Because he and his system, this stuff got to be paid for, and they set the system up to move money. I ain't gonna say move money, to bring money in and about it. So now, the husband, his guards is not up. The wife, her guards is not up. The kids just sitting there playing video games, doing what they want to do, living wild, or whatever the situation may be, all on the internet. So now, truthfully, it's not they're raising themselves. They're just taking in any and everything they possibly can because the devil is in the mix. This is the reason why I say this stuff here is a distraction. We've been distracted, brothers. And with this awakening, the Most High is telling us, wake up. Wake up. It has all been an illusion to keep your minds off of the real matters at hand. That's exactly what's been going on. It was told to us, you gotta work hard to get ahead in this world. This is Satan's system, brothers. Israel, you cannot get ahead in the devil's system. If you do trust and believe, you gave up something to get where you're at. You gave up something to the devil to get where you're at. And truthfully, you didn't move up. You moved down. You digging in the dirt with the devil. They give off this illusion and you done came up. Man, please. You went down so far, it's sad. And they don't even know it. Because they looking down, I got money. I got this possession. Man, please. The devil owns it. And once he get tired of you, go kick you out the house. That's what's happening. And then 9 times out of 10, the husband has an affair. It's going to be somebody on the job because he's closer and have a better understanding with the person on his job because what? He spend more time in the job just as much as the wife do. This sister, she said it. This sister said this. She went to school. Her and her husband had a very good life. She said her husband, he was a blue collar worker, and she went to school. And her husband paid for her to go to school. And she went to school, got a degree, got a good job. And then, her job consisted of her having meeting with some high profile people. But one thing about it, she was real about herself. She was real. She played back her life in order to teach herself something. And this is what she said. She started mingling with the people. You know, she started to articulate her words because of this crowd that she was with. So now when she started articulating her words and things of that nature, you know, she started moving up in the world. She started to look down on her husband. Now y'all see where this is going. He was no longer that good, kind, blue-collar worker now. He was a person who was beneath her. And this is what she said because of her educational level. This is what she said now. And so she kept on, and she kept on to eventually she got a divorce from the brother, her husband. Now, mind you, she said at this particular time, she was like getting into her 40s. And so she got a divorce because she felt that she can always do better. That's what she said. And so she went through life and she said all she seen was she was in the bed with this man. She was in the bed with that man. She was in the bed with that man. They may have been professional people. They had this about themselves. They had that about themselves. But when she woke up, that's when she found out she was lonely. That's when she found out that she was lonely. And then she started to look at her decisions. And she said her trouble started with her association. Her going to get this. Now, sisters, I'm not saying you shouldn't go get educated and all that. Go ahead and get educated. But always, bro, this is for brothers too. Stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. Because when it's all over said and done, the devil is a pimp. And the more you understand that, he's all about trickery. That's all he's about. And so she looked at it and she said, she had a good man. She got beside herself because she felt that she can do better. This is how the devil moves in. He don't just be bold with it. Hey, you can do better. And she looking at this man. No, this man has been good. No, but he gradually worked it in. Gradually. Until he got what he wanted. And she said now she in her 50s and she lonely. She looked at what she did. She deserved to be lonely. This is what she said. But truthfully, what she was saying it to sisters. That's who it was catered to. She was saying, don't get beside yourself thinking just because you got a money and a decent car and you might have some different friends. She said, it's all a front. It's all a front. Brothers. Oh. You know, Sister Kathy, the stuff is happening so much. They making movies about stuff. Back in the days, a movie had to come up with a plot. They had to write this stuff, put it together, and think. No, all they got to do is look at reality, and then they come up with a movie. They seeing what's happening. They seeing exactly what's happening because it's in real time. Nowadays. It do take 2 or 3 people to be working nowadays. Everything is going up. This is the devil's system. The devil is forcing that newborn to get him and go to work. It's all a plot to keep us distracted. Husband and wife, you going to divorce, that's a distraction. Because the moment you stand back and look at what's really happening, you're gonna start to look at that one person that you can't see. That's the one who's causing all of the distraction. I'm not saying stay home and be lazy. I am saying stay home and be active. Be working around the house. Find your way to, work yourselves together. What can you do as a family? That's what we should be doing. But the devil do not want that. He came up with a system that forces us to get out and go to the field. It's called the rat race. It's called the rat race. Hold on for a minute, brothers. Hold on just for a moment. All right, I'm sorry about that. I'm back. But this is what we're seeing. This is what's happening now. And the more we understand that, brothers, the better equipped we're going to be mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because the Most High is calling us out. He's calling us to wake up, to look at everything in and around you. You're a sheep surrounded by wolves. That wolf, brother, sisters, it may sound innocent, and it may appear to be a beautiful, innocent wolf. That wolf is still hungry. It's all about that blood. It's all about that blood. The more we start to be, the more we look at this, brothers and sisters, the way the system is set up. I mean, granted, what? The Most High put the family, he put the family unit together. He orchestrated the family. What did the devil do? He came in and he just came in and just demolished the family. And when you're thinking, you know, I like this woman, I want to marry this woman, I want to make a family with this woman, right? Which everything, all of that is, hey, that's the Most High's plans. That's what he put in place. The devil said, already, you do that if you want to in my system. You got to get out there, you the husband, you got to get out there and you got to go to work. All right, granted, y'all starting off, she may be working part-time, or she more than likely, nowadays, she got to step out there full-time. This is where the division starts at. This is when the devil sits there taking notes of everything. He's taking notes of everything because he's going to use everything about you and your family to work it against you. For everything that the Most High put in place, the devil went in and trying to do it opposite. He said, Adam and Eve, the world say what? Steve and Stephen. Everything that is opposite, that's what he's worked with. A strong unit, husband and wife, he need that unit very, very weak. You get it's the unit of black marriages is so weak. I'm gonna tell you this, brothers. You don't find black men getting married like that. And if you do, it's gonna be to Becky. See, now this is the thing, brothers, and we gotta sit back and look at this. I just seen a clip of this basketball team. They said the entire team married to Gentile women. Their entire team. Somebody's orchestrating something. That's what I'm looking at. All of this stuff that's happening now during this awakening. All of this stuff. Now, people would say, you know, the guy that was doing the interview, he a brother, he wasn't woke. He was saying, well, everybody's free to, to be who they want to be with. That's true too. That's true. But when you wake up, no, you under some laws. Anytime you wake up, brother, you are under that law. When you start putting the Most High on this pedestal where he belongs, yeah, you are up under laws. Sister Zenobia. I was saying that. I was like, no, that don't sound right. But I'm telling you, brothers, this I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say, how can I say it? This new level of a beast system, there's something about it. There's something else about this system because there's too many distractions out here. Way too many distractions. And granted, you taking care of your family, that's a distraction in Satan's system. Because it's made to get on your nerve. It's made to stress you out. Husband looking at it, going to the grocery store. He looking at the prices of food. You're like, wait a minute. I'm walking out here with like 2 or 3 bags of groceries and they cost me like $200-$300. That's a problem. Now, the problem is this. He got to work a little bit more. He got to do a little bit more overtime. And please don't let him, please don't let it be a car note. I tell you, sister, hold on, sister. Let me tell you something, Sister Kathy. Well, I'm gonna say this, sister. They said white men are enraged about that interracial marriage. Let me tell you something, sister. When I came back down south, I was gone for a long time, and I went to Walmart. Sis, let me tell you something. All these Gentile ladies, country. I was just looking around. I'm like, man, what happened? When I was a child, you didn't see that. You didn't see no interracial child like that. Now, you got the country interracial kids walking around with the granddaddy. Belly all stuck out, both of them looking just alike. Overalls. I was like, when did all of this take place? I mean, it's out there and it's rampant. It's absolutely rampant. But I see more, I see more black men with white women here than I do see white men with black women. And truthfully, I think that it's going to hit the fan one day. It's going to hit the fan. The Most High is waking us up. He's waking us up. I just think it's going to hit the fan one day. I mean, you're already seeing the hatred. There was one sister she was bold about what she was doing. She said, no, I only date white men. I do not date black men. And she was proud of it and everything. Pretty young girl. But the guy that she was dating, he took her life. He took her life. And he cut her body up. He cut her body up. And then he, once he, reality kicked in, they said that he hopped on the highway, going the wrong direction, head-on collision. He meant to do that. He meant to do it. Brothers and sisters, this awakening is not something that you want to truthfully take for granted. This awakening is real. And when you wake up to the Most High's laws. Now, granted, you do have other camps out there that says something totally different. They're claiming that these people over here is the tribe of somebody, and this over here some brothers and sisters. This is just me. I'm gonna hold to the Negroes. Judah went into slavery, went to the four corners of the earth, according to the scriptures. So who am I to sit up here and tell another nation you're the tribe of so-and-so, so-and-so? That's the thing. I mean, this is supposed to happen anyway with this awakening. This is supposed to happen to justify their marriage outside of Israel. This is what they come up with this here. Brother, I'm not even trying to entertain that. I mean, what? Whatever they did to the sisters, trust and believe, they did to the brothers first. And we as brothers, we should understand that first and foremost. We should understand that. They did it to us first. Now what? In order for you to say, hey, you know what? You're not going to stop me. And then what do they go out, boom. And we cannot, well, people can say what they want to say. With this awakening, brothers, we have a lot of things. And I'm talking to your brothers and your sisters. We have a lot. We got to be like the most, what is the Most High said? His celestial chariot, how it was, and the Bible was describing it having eyes all over the wheels and everything. Brothers and sisters, we got to be the same way about. As to distractions, we got to keep our eyes on everything, because it's all set up to mislead you. That's all it's about. That's all this system is about. It's about misleading you, because you dictate to the world your movements, and the devil knows it. The devil knows it. You're very influential. You can influence people over here to do this. What? Brothers, please. Yeah, they're going to still hate you. Yeah, you're right, Sister Cat. They're going to still hate you. They're going to still hate you. But they want to be you. The Gentiles here, what do? When they want that copper tone, they go get a tan. The Asians, when they want that fro, they go get it kinked up. They want that hairline, they know exactly what to do. Brothers and sisters, you're so much, your influence is so much around this world is unbelievable. But now, the Most High seeing what you did, Judah. You influence the people. We influence the people by music, movies, sports. This is what we did. Inventions, we influenced the world. Now the Most High woke us up. Now this is where you need to start to influence the world as to who you are. The world needs to know, hey, you need to come over here and dip with us. If you really want to live and know who the Most High is, this is the way you need to go. The Most High allowed Judah to go into captivity. And while in captivity, still maneuvering the system around Judah. But they was controlling you at the same time. But your influence got to them. The influence of Judah got to the world. Now with this awakening, now the Most High is taking it from a fleshly standpoint, he's making it spiritual. This is who you are. This is who you are, representing me, the Creator, through Yahushua HaMashiach. This is what the Most High is doing. Satan is upset because Satan couldn't even stop him when we was in captivity. Only thing he can do is bring in a distraction. That's all he could have. That's all he did. Oh yeah, yeah. The music industry, yes, sister, we tore it up. But now, guess what? People, it's been stated, they're tired of rap. Rap say the same old thing. They just got a different beat with it. That's all. Rap says the same thing. Listen to the lyrics. The lyrics are the same. Give a take or two words, flipped and flopped over here, a remix or whatever the situation may be. But when it's all over said and done, it means the same thing. They're gonna have the B's in there. They're gonna have the H's in there. They're gonna talk about how bad they are and who they trying to take out. Another nigga. The same thing. Listen to them. Listen to them. And then when they come to find out about these rappers, they come to find out some of these rappers ain't never lived a hard life in their life. They was not even born nor raised in the hood. But they get there and they will put up that front. Hey, just to get up there and make some money. They will literally step into a lie and support the devil about a lifestyle they don't know nothing about. And they right there with the devil. And what's that other cat's name? I forgot his name. That boy's so demonic, it is absolutely unbelievable. And he's a distraction. Because for the people that's looking at him like, is he crazy? But he got your attention. That's all he wants, is attention. And if you're of Judah, oh man, please. The devil like, he knows he got the best. But this is how far Judah had to go. I'm talking about in the dirt. That movie, Sinners. You know, I did a song back to the group, and it's in the song it said, you know, Judah once had a beat that was pure gold, but being in captivity, that gold got mixed in with the system, so it's not pure no more. And so the Most High is saying, no, get back to your pureness of gold. He said, I'm calling you back before I split the sky. That's what the Most High is doing right now. That's what he's doing right now. He's hitting the music industry. He is exposing a lot of stuff in the music industry. And who's behind it? Brothers, we have P. Diddy and his action, that is not my concern. It's not my concern. But if they got to use that as a distraction, so be it. I would say people that want to be in the nosy, that want to be nosy about somebody else's business, they got it. Who going through a divorce? They want to find out what's going on. Court cases on TV. Everybody want to be there and play a judge. Everything the Most High tell us not to do, we do. The Most High said, mind your own business. We don't do that. We get into everybody else's business. Do not judge. We'll sit there in front of Judge Judy and watch that show all day long. Do not do this here. We do it. Now the Most High is waking us up now. All the stuff you done. Now this is what you need to be doing. You woke. Hold that front line. Because he got some. He has to he got to lay that hammer down in order for them to understand what's really going on. This is what he has to do. You too, brother. Brother Earl, you be safe out there, brother. You be safe out there. Keep your head on a swivel. This is not that time, brothers. This is not that time for us to stay in the rat race. I mean, and this is just me, brothers. I mean, me, myself, I was, and this is just me. I'm looking into purchasing, what do they call it, well digger. I've been looking at some videos and things of that nature. If this is what I got to do to break myself from the system, so be it. If I got to use my money to buy this equipment, so be it. I would just have to buy it and use it. If this is what it takes to separate myself from a system that's saying, hey, eventually the system is going to hunker down because this is Satan's system. He put those pipes, he put those pipes in the ground. This is his system. So in order for me to manage my lifestyle, I need to be separate. I need to start separating myself from this system, period. Off the top. I got to do it. The thing about it is this. It's not going to be always comfortable, brothers. It's not always going to be comfortable. Right now, truthfully, the world is already uncomfortable. The world is already uncomfortable. How in the world do we think we can continue to say, hey, you know what, I want to live comfortable? I've seen some brothers and sisters who woke. They woke. They claim to be Israel. But this is the thing, brothers, it can be deceiving. They will move to Africa, get a nice place, and things of that nature. They show their place off how it's not, decorated and things. That's a delusion, brother. That is it's an illusion. And I get it. You want to live a certain way. I got it. I made furniture. I made my own furniture. Buy whatnots and everything. Decorate a house. I hate a house. I hate living. I hate to be, what's the word? Not complacent. I don't want to be predictable. I like to change my place up every now and then. Every month, move furniture around. Buy furniture. Not buy whatnots. And then I keep the other stuff and I put it up in the attic or whatever, just to see something different. That's just my mindset, brothers. That's just my mindset. But in this world, we have to be more realistic of what's going on. We got to be. Now, brothers and sisters going to Africa, all right, that's fine and dandy. But you're still dependent upon the system. You may have moved to a system where it's a lot more us. It's a lot more us there. That still can be deceiving. Because you're still dealing with a system that you're dependent upon. The Most High is saying, do not depend upon the system. This is what he's telling us to come from. That's what he's telling us to come from. But then at the same time, who's willing to put in all that work? That's the question. Are you ready to put in that work to take care of your family? See, we start to look at some things, brothers, it can be like uncomfortable to do because we've been complacent for so long. The Most High is calling us out. He's calling us out. He's calling us to wake up to what's really going on. And now we're seeing what's going on. We're seeing what's going on. We get out, we make money. Making money is coming with a cost. Making money is coming with a cost. And you're doing it for the right reason, but the devil got it set up for a demonic reason. To destroy you, your husband, your kids, and especially if you Israel. It's really set up against you. Now you have all of this that you're trying to build your family, and then you got this stuff going on right here. They want to force you again, Israel. They want to force you again into a religion. Now, when did that happen? Hey, this first started happening, the transatlantic slave trade. Or before, matter of fact, before they got into the slave trade. This is what they did to our people. And after so many generations, hey, they was accustomed to it. Our people got accustomed to false religion. That's what they did. They got accustomed to it. They got accustomed to Christianity. Got accustomed to Islam. Now, here it is. The Most High is starting to wake us up. Now, Islam is being bold about it. You want to force some? Oh, yeah. That's the battle, brothers. Off the top. For brothers that are awakened and sisters, no, that's an issue. That's a fight. That's what it's going to be about if it gets to that point. Because now, this system it has the Most High's attention. Because now you want to come back and repeat history. That's what the world is trying to do. It's trying their best to repeat history. Now let me go back to this video, because this video what's it? This video? Hold on. Americans are fighting over it. Well, you know what? Let me go back to this video. I'm gonna see, can I push through it? Hold on, just one moment. All right, here we go. Let me back it up.
Look familiar? It's never sustainable. I've been hearing the hype about the Mediterranean lifestyle for years, but was always
hand in hand with it. So a lot of them actually, once they stir up all that there, their leaders will come and move here. And that's what we're seeing. So it says, actually, let's play it. Let's play it. I was going to read what he said, but let's play it.
Allah is not shy of the truth. We don't say that Islam is here to live, to coexist with lots of different religions and all of us can just hold hands and be friends. This religion was sent to dominate the world. It was sent to be superior, to extinguish the light of every other religion and to be superior to it. But we're not shy to say it, and we don't find that to be something that we should be shy to say, that this religion has been sent to dominate, to wipe out, to take out every other religion, to eclipse it, to be superior to it, to have the people leave every religion and to accept Islam. And if that requires fighting to achieve it, then it requires fighting to achieve. Because the greatest purpose for which jihad was legislated is to make the word of Allah the highest and the word of those who disbelieve the lowest.
Like, do I even?
Now, I know your brothers and sisters heard that. Again, like I said, they're trying to take history and repeat history. We was the people. Now they're saying they're going to try to do the whole world. But then, if you, like I said, that Albert Pike letter, now you're going to start seeing Christendom, truthfully, that's a call to war. That's what it is. It is a call to war. You go force something upon somebody. I mean, this is a different time and age, and especially with this awakening, brothers. That's a bold statement to be making. And don't get me wrong. Hey, well, you know what? We make the statement, but we don't be as bold with. We're not like that now. No, we do say, hey, this is it. We are Israel. Our creator is the creator of all things. We don't force nobody. We do not force no one. The Most High don't even force his own people. So why should we force you or the nations to behave, to be like Israel? But they wants to force. Whether it's force or you have to lay down your life, or at least they're going to try to take your life. That's what they're saying. This is ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. But this is where we are at right now. We got all of these distractions, brothers. We have a lot of distractions that we have to be mindful of on a daily basis. And you got brothers and sisters out here who's making changes. Very serious, deep changes in their circumstance as to how they're living. Because we understand the beast system is speaking, and the beast system is saying this, and the beast system is saying that. But when you really disengage from the system, you hear the system a whole lot better. Because now they're saying some things that you're going to relate to. You're going to not relate to, but you're going to understand it. Oh, this system is just downright ridiculous. And everybody is going to be affected. The Most High has given us that warning. He has given us that warning. Christendom took our book. They know of it. They know of the warning. It's 666 and everything, and still may have only have a limited information, but we understand it deeply. That's what we do. We understand that deeply, because now the time is coming, and the time is here for us to wake up out of our drowsiness, sleep. It's time for us to stand up, and we got to maintain a firmness in our stance with the Most High. Because when it's all over said and done, He's the one who's going to stand up. It's going to be His glory. They can say what they want to say and do what they want to do. We know their history, what they did to our forefathers. And I'm talking about both of them. Both of those religions forced us into their worship, until eventually that generation that was forced into it, they died off. So eventually we grow up in a religion. And that's what a lot of us, whether you're Islamic or you're Christian, we grew up in a lie. We came up in a lie and came out of a lie with this awakening. Who would have imagined that with this awakening, all of this then took place? I never would have thought in a million years I would be hearing some religion talking about forcing people to be this or be that. But now here we are in the time of the end. Things are speeding up. Before you know it, there's Monday. By Friday, we will hear something new. Or even before the end, we're going to hear something new. And it's going to be mind-boggling. And it may be a true fact, but at the same time, it can serve as a distraction. I'm telling you, brothers, this is that time for us to just lay it all on the table. What is it that we have to do to disengage ourselves from this system? Because we know exactly this how the system is going to get down. The warning is already out there. The road, you're coming up to that four-way stop sign, and you see it miles away. That's the warning of the Most High. Get out. You're coming up to this thing here. Make changes. Make changes. The way our forefathers lived back in the days, it was simple. Hard, simple. I remember my grandmother, my aunts, my grandmother's sisters. Oh, they got up, you know, they went to work, cleaning people's houses, and they get finished working. They go home and they go in there and clean their garden up. That's what they would do. And then I never forget, they go right there in the garden, pick off some vegetables, go back in the kitchen and make a soup. We got far away from that, brothers. We don't go to the garden. We go to the grocery store. But now you're seeing what they're doing now. They're controlling. They're trying to control. Well, I ain't gonna say it. They're looking forward to controlling people by means of food. Matter of fact, I just seen a clip where they're making homesteading a little bit more difficult to get into. And I'm talking about the government. They're making it difficult. Brothers, they're letting you know what they're about to do. And this is not to sit them and scare no one. This is to put us on point. This here is to put us on point as to what we need to do, what we need to put in place until the Most High said, let's bring about that second Exodus. This is what we need to do. Because, brother, this is going to hit the fan. And the reason I'm saying it's going to hit the fan because, one, there are more single black women out here with kids than any woman on this planet. This is a very serious problem. Well, I ain't gonna say a problem. It's a very serious issue because now a lot of sisters are being kicked out out of their apartments. They're being kicked out. I know you're saying to yourself, you may be saying, rather, I ain't gonna say you know. You may be saying, but that's not my problem. If you're a Judah, that is your problem. We all go suffer the same, no matter how you feel it. If you can't have a heart or a mind for your own brother and sister, brother, you may find yourself teamed up with the Most High. Because if it was your mother that was out there, yeah, trust and believe, you go do something. You go do something. The Most High has given us warnings. It's been there for a long time. Now the time has came, and you woke now, brothers. You seeing things. The Most High He is moving you to understand things. That's what He's doing. Now we can sit dormant if we want to. Now look at this, here, brothers and sisters. I'm not here browbeating nobody. You can move the way you want to move. I'm going to move the way I think I need to move. If a system is saying this and that, and I know I don't want to be a part of that, I know for a fact I don't, truthfully, there's already a controlling mechanism in place. It's going to be more dominant now. That's the next step, is to dominate the people. And that domination, gas, water, lights, car, medical condition, medical aid, food out of a grocery store. If you don't have that mark, you ain't going to that grocery store. I can tell you that right now, brothers. You are not going into that grocery store. Pull out $1. They're gonna look at you and laugh. This is the mindset, brothers. And like I said, I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm not. I'm pulling out stuff off the internet. I'm going by what the governments are saying. What things are in place already. Now, yes, you're going to have a disruption because one, hold on for a moment. I'm sorry about that. I'm back. But brother, I'm not gonna hold you any longer, but this is my encouragement. Wait a minute, hold on. You know what? Let me go to this last video. Let me pull it up real quick. Hold on.
All right, folks, this is Harris Sultan. Something is happening in America. I am noticing a major cultural shift in America. Yes, America is huge, and you can't deny the fact that America is also the world's largest culture exporter. So whatever happens in America, it ends up happening to some extent in the rest of the Western world and even the non-Western world. But there is something happening in Britain, and Britain is also teaching the world a valuable lesson, which is what happens when you try to integrate cultures that are antithetical to your native culture, i.e. Islam, in Britain's case. For the longest time, it felt like we were talking to a wall. No offense to our Jewish listeners. But after COVID, we noticed that people from the mainstream community, people who were not in the Islamic critique industry, people who were outside of that, they started noticing certain patterns, no-go zones, Sharia patrols.
Att kvinnor i Sverige får sina liv begränsade.
Det här är ett mönster som mest liknar könsapartheid, men som faktiskt drabbar både kvinnor och flickor i vissa förorter.
Titta här.
Hi, I'm JT, and I made Result Hunter, the search engine for conservatives. Let me just tell you what it does. First of all, big tech right now is run by...
Men en grupp religiösa unga män har ändå hittat hit och stoppar nu tjejer på väg till festen och försöker övertala dem att inte gå in.
Man kände sig sviken. Mitt liv håller på att rasa samman. Och ingen gör någonting.
Grannar irriterar sig på att hon lever ensam. Att hon har hundar som enligt tolkningar av islam är ett orent djur. Att hon och hennes vänner tar ett glas vin när de grillar på hennes uteplats.
När man kom hem så kunde blommorna ha varit förstörda. Saker förstörda. Kunde ha kvinnor som kunde klampa in och tala om att här ska ni inte dricka. Jag fick höra många gånger att jag skulle skaffa mig en man.
Vem sa det?
Ja, blandat folk härifrån.
Kvinnor, män?
Kvinnor och män. Mm.
När vi jobbar kvällstid så är det ju få tjejer ute i miljöerna.
Vad innebär få?
Nästan inga alls.
Al-Azhar skolans buss kör lågstadiebarnen mellan skolan och bostadsområdena i Tensta och Rinkeby. Flickorna hänvisas till dörren längst bak och pojkarna till de främre dörrarna. Forskaren Devin Rexvid ser en parallell till bussarna i Alabama i USA på 50.
Now, brothers, I want y'all to look at this now. I was just, I meant to tell you you had to read the caption. But what there was on this bus here, the Islamic boys, they go through the front door to get on the bus. The girls, they got to go through the back. And now they are equating how wrong this is with our people. How we had to, we get on the bus, we had to sit in the back. Now they're understanding. Well, I ain't gonna say understanding. They seeing an issue that we have always talked about, and now they feeling it. They feeling it. I forgot what land this was in, but they was telling the lady that was there. She was on the front porch drinking wine, alcohol, or whatever. But they're pushing their agenda very hard. Very hard. Now, it's an agenda. How are they thinking they're going to do this and how they're going to do it globally? Because it seems like they're trying to do this globally. Like this is it. It's like they took scriptures out of our book and applied it to themselves. And truthfully, that's what I think they did. They know the outcome of Israel. But they choose to lie. They choose to hold on to the lie and force feed themselves towards their own agenda. This is what the world is doing. This is what these people are doing. And now, brothers, for you all that don't know, yeah, slavery still goes on right now in the northern part of Africa. The northern part of it, yes. Morocco, bad. You want to talk about a hated people? Please. I was there for almost 2 weeks. I couldn't believe it. The brothers, we get to a certain time of the day. All right, Mike, we got to leave. We got to go home. I was like, bro, what's going on? No, you don't want to be out. You don't want to be out in the streets. The police, they'll harass you. And then, the Arab people, they'll come and rob you. And the police will not come. Sisters working as maids. Oh, man, please. Sisters working as maids in Morocco. Husbands, do not let your wife be a maid in Morocco. Sisters get on there and they tell what these Arab guys be doing while the wife is in the next room. She can't say nothing. Nothing. I talked to someone else. Oh, brothers, y'all, you'll be absolutely blown of what our brothers and sisters go through. And for those that stuck in Morocco or not Tanzania, there's another country. It sounds similar to Tanzania. It's in the northern part of Africa. What's the name of that place? And I forgot the name of it. And they just as bad. So when our people leave to go there, it's difficult getting out. When they say they're ready to go back home or something, they just can't get up and leave. They got to get a permission from their landlord, a letter, and then when they get ready to the point that they want to leave, they have to have a letter from the landlord, and then they have to have a round trip ticket. Although they flying one way. Because when you go to Morocco, brothers, And for our brothers and sisters that's trying to make it to the European lands, Morocco is the closest spot. That's like a 2 to 3 hour boat ride. That's what it is. This is the reason why you have a lot of our brothers and sisters there. They're trying to find a better way of life. And they're willing to put their lives on the line crossing that ocean to get into the European lands, to find a better way of life. Slavery still exists, brothers. Don't think that it's gone. And the respect towards our brothers and sisters is absolutely ridiculous. It is ridiculous how they treat our people. Ridiculous. But brothers, this is the reason why we got to keep our sense. Stay, just stay alert. There's a lot of things that's happening in this world. We woke now. We got to start putting ourselves in positions of what's about to happen. It ain't if it happens, it's when it happens. And when it happened, brothers, we should not, when it happened, I hope that we have things in place that the Most High can bless. He bless efforts. But if we sitting there being lax with it, brothers, trust and believe, we're going to suffer from it. We're going to suffer from it. Let's put ourselves in a better position, brothers. The Most High has given us knowledge as to what's about to happen, and put ourselves in a position to say, hey, I listened. Could this be part of the wilderness? I don't know. But is this part of listening? Yes, it is. It is absolutely, most definitely about listening. And if you see in a situation, brothers, put yourself in a position. If you coming up on a car accident, you ain't gonna go through that accident at full speed. Like if the speed limit is 50, no, you're gonna slow down. You're going to slow down, not to say, and be nosy, but you're gonna slow down and proceed through very cautiously. The same thing is happening, brothers. We're seeing what's happening in the system. You're seeing it. Now you got to be cautious. You got to put yourself in a better position so you're not part of the wreck. In the system, it's all about wrecking this system in which we got accustomed to, because it's going to go through a wreck, and it's going to be total. It's going to be total. But we must put ourselves in a better position. Brother, even if it's just thinking about putting yourself in a position, start with thinking about it. Start by thinking about it. This is Satan's system, and he is about to ask for everything that he owns back. Everything he owns, he controls. It's not ours. We're captives. Brothers, continue to pray for your brothers and sisters. We need it. All of our brothers and sisters need it. This is a very demonic times in which we're living. Let's be encouraging to our brothers and sisters. They need us. Pray for us. Pray for our brothers and sisters. Keep your head on the swivel, Israel. Walk on water. Eventually, that's going to be second nature to us. We just need to continue to think about these things. You brothers and sisters, be safe out there. And watch your surroundings. Watch your surroundings, brothers. And on that note, brothers, I'm going to say shalom. You take care. Be safe.